In this video, we will talk about what is a change of basis, intuition behind these expressions, and best part of this video, application of change of basis. So let's start from basic. So in one dimension, if we take a basis vector 1, 0 and stretch it by any real number, then it gives all the point in real line and one dimensional vector. Now if we take another unit vector perpendicular to this vector and add it to previous vector and stretch it by any real number, then combination of these two vectors gives a point in two dimensions, that is called a plane. Now if we stretch a x vector by 2 and y vector by 3 and add it together, so we get a vector that is 2, 3. Now let's understand what 2 cross 2 matrix represents. Suppose we have a matrix 1, 2 and -1, 4, and after applying this matrix to the plane, then we observe that x vector goes to 1, 2 and y vector goes to -1, 4. Now reverse the applied matrix and now put the point 2, 1 on the plane and again apply the matrix to the plane. Applying this matrix to the plane means multiplying each point of the plane with the matrix. We notice that after this transformation, point 2, 1 reach to the point 1, 8. We can get same result as we do manual multiplication. Multiplying this matrix by 2, 1 means scaling transformed x vector by 2 and transform y vector by 1 and added together, so we reached at the point 1, 8. Here we notice that the point 1, 8 is in our coordinate system, that is 1, 0 and 0, 1. Now I reverse the question. Find the vector in this coordinate system that represent 1, 8. Notice that 1, 8 is in our standard coordinate system. So to find the unknown vector x, y, we multiply the vector 1, 8 with the inverse of change of basis matrix. After solving above equation, we get the vector 1, 2. Because to reach 1, 8 in this coordinate system, we have to move 2 steps in x direction and 1 step in y direction. Keep in mind, whenever we multiply the vector with the inverse of change of basis matrix, we are getting the result in that coordinate system. As we can see that the vector 1, 8 is in our coordinate system, but when we multiply the inverse of change of basis matrix, we get the result in that coordinate system to reach the point in our coordinate system. If it sounds confusing, then try it yourself for better understanding. Now let's understand what is the meaning of this expression. Now let's apply this change of basis matrix to the plane. Now apply the 90-degree rotational transformation matrix, so we get the result. Now let's observe the result we get. So we find that this resultant matrix is in our standard coordinate system. So we can clearly see that with the help of background plane. We can see that -1, 2 is in our standard coordinate system. Same for -1, -1. Now let's apply the inverse of change of basis matrix, so we get the result in this coordinate system. For better understanding, let's apply the change of basis matrix to the background plane. and then apply the 90-degree rotational matrix. Now we observe that the vector 1 by 3, 5 by 3 is in different coordinate system, that is moving 1 by 3 in the x direction with respect to this coordinate system and 5 by 3 in y direction with respect to this coordinate system. Same intuition for the vector -2 by 3, -1 by 3. So finally we get the same transformation matrix but in different coordinate system. Now let's talk about the application of change of basis. Suppose we want to find the equation or matrix to find the reflection of a points about a line. So if we solve this problem geometrically, it may take lots of effort, but if we use change of basis concept, then it is a just 3 matrix multiplication task. Now let's see it in action. Suppose we want equation or matrix for the reflection of points about a line y equal to 2x. Now let's take a unit vector along the line, then take another unit vector perpendicular to previous one. Now consider these vectors as a new basis vector, and so now we get different coordinate system. Now let's say this coordinate system is used by Rohan and this is a transformation matrix for his coordinate system. Now in Rohan perspective, this is a unit basis vector, but in our perspective, green vector is this vector and red vector is this vector. For better understanding, let's take an example. Let's take a point on the plane. Now to reach the point in Rohan coordinate system, he just move one step right and one step up, that is 1, 1. Now let's see what happened to reach the same point but in our standard coordinate system. So we can clearly see that to reach the same point in standard coordinate system, we have to move 0.45 in negative x direction and 1.34 in y direction. Now we are in Rohan coordinate system. Now to find a point in Rohan coordinate system, we just multiply a vector with inverse of matrix of Rohan coordinate system as we discussed earlier. So if we multiply any vector with this matrix, we get the point in Rohan coordinate system. So multiplying with this matrix means we are reflecting a point about x-axis in perspective of Rohan coordinate system. Now multiplying with this matrix, that is change of basis matrix, means now we are getting the point in our coordinate system, and the resultant matrix is the reflection matrix about the line y equal to 2x. Now recap the expression. This expression gives a point in Rohan coordinate system, and this expression gives a reflected point about the x-axis in Rohan coordinate system. And this expression gives a reflected point in our standard coordinate system, but for Rohan it is a x-axis, but for standard coordinate system it is y equal to 2x line vector. So finally we get the matrix for the reflection of a point about the axis y equal to 2x. Let's take another example. Suppose we want a rotational matrix about an axis 1, 1, 1. So now we will create a new unit normal basis including the rotational axis. So for creating normal unit basis, first we will normalize the rotational axis vector, then take a cross product with 1, 0, 0. So we get the resultant vector which is perpendicular to these two vectors, that is a red vector. Now to find the third unit normal vector, we take a cross product of red and blue vector, so we get the resultant green vector which is perpendicular to these two vectors. So these three normal unit vectors forms a new basis vectors. So with respect to the new basis, green vector is x vector and red vector is y vector and blue vector is z vector. Now let's find the rotational matrix about 1 comma 1 comma 1. So this is a change of basis matrix. Now we take inverse of change of basis matrix. So when we multiply any vector with this matrix, we get the vector in this coordinate system. Now we multiply with the rotational matrix about z-axis. So we get the rotational matrix about z-axis but in this coordinate system. Now again we multiply with the change of basis matrix. So now we get the resultant rotational matrix about 1 comma 1 comma 1 in our standard coordinate system. Now if you have any question, let me know in the comment section.